What's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 4, Episode 7. I cannot believe we're already at Episode 7. I think we probably only got about 5 more episodes. I bet you it's going to be done. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we? You guys, I'm so tired of the going back and forth boo status of Saigon and Erica Jean. Aren't you guys? Every single week. Okay, we got to deal with these two and whether they on again or off again. What I really want to know is what the hell is wrong with Saigon. How you go off so tough on Erica Jean last week and throw her purse way down the street, and then the next week you come with this soft ass voice and all apologetic for, acting the way that you did, and we supposed to get with that, I guess. Shit, no wonder Erica Jean's daddy was just like, don't bring that nigga nowhere around my house. And I did feel a little something for him when he, got to telling Erica Jean that, the reason why he goes off the way he does and treats her the way that he does is because that's what his dad did to his mother. Okay, his dad used to load up on the mama, bring his own special brand of crazy, and the shit is rubbed off on Saigon. Even though Saigon, I think Saigon take it a whole lot further, but he's trying to stop the cycle. Okay, so he asked Erica Jean if they can try again. Can they start over again, try to make this whole thing work? He wants his family, blah 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 blah. Erica Jean, she tells us like, I knew this was gonna happen. He always goes back and forth, okay, but you know what, under all of the screaming and the yelling and the accusing and the throwing, he really is a good dude. I'm gonna give him another chance, and hopefully this will be the last time that we go through this. Yeah, well, think again, Erica Jean. They do agree to get the baby checked out, and it's found by the doctors that the baby is not being mentally stimulated. Okay, which means in translation that they sit the little nigga down in front of the TV with a bag of a Ziploc bag of Cheerios and a tall ass cup of purple grape drink and let him watch TV for 8 hours. They go to a speech pathologist, and the damn speech pathologist becomes a relationship counselor for the two of them, okay, and talking about the fact that they can't manage their anger. The pathologist was like, I understand that the baby bangs his head against the floor when he's upset, and they were like, yeah, he does. And I was just like, now, Erica Jean, did you think that this was okay that your baby is banging his head against the ground when he get upset? I was just like, well, maybe Saigon had something there. Because, the pathologist was like, yeah, we gonna get that baby together, but maybe when baby comes, you two need to come too, and I'm gonna have to help y'all get it together too. Give you some better words. Maybe you guys need to communicate a little bit better. Maybe some of that'll rub off on the baby. So they all agree. All right, so, what's the count? I think this might be the 3rd or the 4th fight that them two have had in the whole season. So as of episode 7, we friends again. Tahiri done fucked up with her sister Lexi because I think Tahiri, once she sat down and really got with the logistics of building a church in the Dominican Republic. I'm glad you guys got that clear for me, because I thought we was talking about New York, but I guess they was building this church for their daddy in the Dominican Republic. She really started to think about, building and maintaining this building. She probably was like, you know what, maybe we, put that idea on pause. She don't really say that, but I'm thinking that that's probably what it is, because who's going to be taking care of it? If the dad doesn't have the money to take care of it, and Tahiri is really the only next logical person in the family that probably can afford to help him like that, I bet you Tahiri was like, oh, that's a little bit too much of my coins. But she didn't, she was just like, maybe we need to do something a little bit different. Let's come up with another idea. Well, Lexi is all upset. She's crying because she feels like Tahiri ain't never there for her. Okay, never wants to support her ideas and never wants to do what she wants to do. Tahiri is just like, now I know she been drinking and she carrying on for the show or whatever, but I'm trying to get her to understand that, we can just do something else. I'm not pulling out. I'm just telling you that we can do something else. But Lexi ain't listening. You know how it is when you get to drinking too much. Your logic just be all the way off. So I wanted to ask Lexi, was she gonna put something in on it? You got something on that church down in the DR? Oh, okay, you don't? Oh, okay. Oh, Yandy is tired of being a boss. She's tired of doing everything on her own. She's tired of being a single mama. She's tired of arranging shit for the courts. She just tired. She knows she's strong because she don't have no choice but to be strong, but sometimes she don't want to be strong. Maybe sometimes she wants somebody else to take care of her. Y'all, I felt kind of sorry for Yandy because those were some words that, you know, I think we all can relate to as women at certain points in our life. So I had to toughen up though, because I was just like, well, Yandy, you know, even though I do feel sorry for you, you know, we done made this choice to get with Mendices, knowing what he does. Ladies, we make our bed and we got to get our ass up in it and lay in it, okay? So Yandy ain't no different. Yandy is stressed. And like plenty of us are, and I did feel like it was a genuine moment. She gets together with Rich because she's feeling like, you know, she's been taking shit out on him maybe more than she needed to. I've been saying that the whole time. It's just like, you just been all over this boy. Like, what you in the business with him for if you know if he get on your fucking nerves? And I think she realized it. So she gets together with him, and, you know, he's just sitting there talking to her. I thought it was a really cool scene because Rich was just, you know, there for her. And just, you know, for once he wasn't stupid. He wasn't saying nothing stupid. You know, he was just really trying to be there for a friend, you know, as a friend, as a business partner, but really more as a friend, and just telling her like, you know, you can handle this, but you know, whatever we got to do, if we got to put shit on hold for now, you know, until you can get, you know, get better with everything, then that's what we'll do. So yeah, it was a cool scene. Was I the only one that was feeling like that for Yandy and Rich Dollars? And then later on in the show, you know, Yandy gets a call from Mendices and he lets her know that good news. He's got some information that, you know, it's a very good chance that he's going to be able to make bail. Okay, so he might be out soon enough to blow her back out, y'all. She real excited about it. But I'm going to tell you what, as of December 10th, far as I know, Mr. Mendices is still in jail. So much for that ray of hope. Erica is going to Panama. Okay, she wants Cynthia to go with her. Her girlfriend Sin. And that Rich Dollars ain't going. Okay, because of that stunt that he pulled last week with Peter Guns and trying to get him to manage her. He goes to talk to Rich Dollars, and you know, he's telling her that she's out of control and that's why nobody wants to work with her. And she was just like, I don't really think you understand why is it that I should work with him when I think that he's a clown. Okay, shit, I'm tired of defending you. Hey, everybody thinks you a clown, but I bet you I ain't working overtime for Peter Guns' ass, okay? Not when he broke us up. He's the one responsible for us breaking up. Y'all know we done heard her say that 100 times. Then, you guys, the scene gets a little bit deeper, okay? And she tells him that, you know, she feels like Peter Guns ruined the one love of her life. That she was in love with him and he was in love with her, and they were perfect for each other. And Rich succumbed to the pressure of everybody telling him that they needed to, you know, break up, and broke her heart. Actually was feeling a little sorry for them. I was like, the fuck wrong with me? Feeling sorry for everybody on the show. You know, Rich looked like he was kind of feeling something too. You know, and he admitted that he did love her and everything. I didn't watch the show really that much last season, but I felt that was kind of genuine. Now, am I tripping, y'all? Because y'all know I'm emotional. It's around that time of the month, so I don't know. But I was just like, oh, this is kind of sad here. So anyway, y'all, her and Sin go to Panama. She said it was a spiritually humbling experience. It brought her and Sin together. They closer. Okay, she feels like, you know, this is somebody that she can really build a future with. And, you know, they get back to New York and, you know, they all up in the bliss of love, post-coital and all of that. They at the spa, they in the tub, and they exclaiming their you know, their undying love for each other. Okay, this is Cynthia's first lesbian experience, and so far it's going pretty good for us. So you know what? Fine. Neither one of them done anything to me this season that's make me not like neither one of them. So you know what? I love. If that's what you want to do, then that's all good. They say that they're gonna always have a place for each other in each other's hearts. Okay, child, I guess. Meanwhile, Rich Dollars is still trying to get Peter Guns to understand that he needs to manage Amina. Okay, they get together. And some crosswords, y'all. You know, Peter is mad about it. He is just like, don't bring that bitch around me ever again. I ain't even gonna ask you. I'm telling you, I'm not working with her. I'm not doing it. Then Rich gets upset, and you know, he telling him maybe he ain't gonna help him with, you know, I mean, I don't even know what they was talking about. Okay, I mean, what is the big deal? Okay, you're not working with her now, but why can't Rich just do it? Does he feel like he's too close? Like, why are you trying to push the girl off on? Oh, because I guess because Yandy, but Yandy didn't say she didn't want to deal with Erica, did she? I didn't really understand why he even trying to get Peter Guns to do it, but whatever. Peter said, I ain't doing it. And then they go through this whole brotherhood, you know, brotherhood macho. I wouldn't ask you to do this. You know, you mean you my brother and you not gonna do this, and we ain't brothers no more, and whatever the fuck men do. And, you know, I was just like, oh my God, this is so stupid. Because one wants the other one to do something that the other one don't want to do. So they not friends, y'all. All over Erica Amina. Just stupid all the way around. Y'all, K. Michelle, I love her, but she's messy. Not only is she messy, but, you know, K. Michelle can be quite delusional sometimes, and, you know, that we got to get K together sometimes. First off, she's upset with the direction of her tour. Okay, you guys, her album was debuted at #1 and she's happy about that. However, she's had some incidents on tour where her equipment didn't show up, or where she didn't show up because, you know, extenuating circumstances, death in the family, whatever. But she feels like she needs to regroup and get her, you know, maybe had to lay some folks off and get her team that's working behind the scenes a little bit tighter. And that's fine. Now, she sent for her friend from, I guess, Tennessee to come help her get organized. I'm like, what that other friend there for? What's the other one? Y'all know the heavy set girl, like, why is she there? What? She couldn't help you get organized? Well, the heavy set girl come in and tell her that, you know, Media Takeout said that K. Michelle was pregnant. And, you know, K. Michelle gets very upset about it, okay, and says how, you know, social media is a great big enemy. And, y'all, I'm going to have to get on my soapbox real fast, because K. Michelle has to understand that social media, and more particular, the blogs, are a reality star's best friend. Okay, mainstream media do not care about black reality stars unless your name is Nene Leakes. Other than that, they don't care about the K. Michelle's and the Jocelyn Hernandez's of the world. Okay, so the blogs, especially these urban blogs, are the ones that hold up these black reality stars, K. Michelle included. Now, granted, there are some fucked up blogs out there. Some ones that just outright lie. Some ones that be real shady and cunny and saying shit that they should, you know, shouldn't say. That's not true. Whatever. But there are plenty of reputable blogs that, you know, put K. Michelle out there and, you know, benefit her. The times that the blogs do throw K. Michelle under the bus, it's usually because she done did or said some stupid ass shit. Okay, so it's not just them attacking her, it's because they're reacting from something that she did. And people have their right to have an opinion and, you know, react from what you did. A lot of times on social media, you're using social media to get your point across, but then you are upset that other people also use social media to maybe say something negative about you. Fame is a double-edged. You take the good with the bad. I think K. Michelle needs to realize that, you know, she don't have to come for every single blog that comes after her. You know, if people attack her, most of the time, we know when these blogs is bullshit. We take that shit with a grain of salt and go on about our way. So she doesn't have to defend herself every single time. And you know, she is doing better. I mean, she's better on social media now than she was even a year or even 2 years ago. But still, okay, don't bite the hand that feeds you. As far as the entertainment industry and the music industry, they have let K. Michelle in. She kind of knocked the door down for herself because she has an undeniable talent. She is a talented girl. However, they really have not accepted her. And that's seen by the snub from the Grammys. Okay, she didn't get no Grammy nominations. We as the people, we love K. Michelle, but I still don't know if she's got the respect in the community yet. So, you know, until you do get that, you might want to try to, you know, embrace those who carry you and those who help you. So that's all I got to say. I know I've been on it too long and I was on my soapbox and we've talked about this before, but yeah, when she said that about the blogs and social media, it kind of made me feel some kind of way. Then as far as her being messy, you guys know about her album celebration party and she's there with Yandy and Peter Guns and Amina comes and sits at her table. I have no idea why. That obviously was a setup by Mona because I couldn't figure out why them two would sit with them to begin with. And as soon as they sit down, they get to kind of, making Peter and Amina feel kind of uncomfortable. Okay, she just straight out asked him, when's the last time you slept with Tara? And then Yandy, she co-signs. It was just like, I know you don't expect him to tell us in front of Amina that he slept with Tara 3 weeks ago. Yeah, that shit was kind of messy. I mean, we did get a little tee-hee-hee out of it, and Peter, he did deserve it because Peter be tripping all the time, and all that shit going on with him and Amina, but that still kind of was not really cool. Those are the things that I don't like about K. Michelle. I understand that she's riding hard for her friend or whatever, but I think that was going a little bit overboard. Yeah, it's more the same with these three. Okay, Amina is upset that Peter Guns ain't wearing his wedding ring and, he still ain't staying with her overnight. I mean, just the same old bullshit. He's telling him how she feels about it and he's telling her. He does the old Jedi mind trick that men are so good at, I keep telling you guys, and he flips it around on her. It's like, look, all this nagging about where I'm sleeping, what rings I am not wearing, it reminds me too much of Tara, okay? That's the reason why I left Tara. And now you fixing to push me out of here and push me back over there. And, yeah, you guys, it works on poor Amina. That girl, I'm telling y'all, she just an inexperienced, dumb girl, okay? I mean, she is green when it comes to players on the street. And she does not know how to handle Peter Panky. That's just the conclusion that I've come to. She don't never really stand firm with him. It just annoys me how she backs off of him all the time. Like that scene that I was just telling you guys about at K. Michelle's album celebration party. You mean to sit there and tell me that even after Yandy and K. Michelle basically tells you that he just fucked Tara 3 weeks ago, okay, and what we find out later is more than one time, but we'll get to that a little bit later. She takes him to the side and she said that she feels like it's something that they know that she don't know. Bitch, they just told you that he fucked her. I mean, what else? Yandy gets together with Tara to tell her about what went down at the K. Michelle party, okay? And Tara is all outdone. And I was just like, what the fuck are you so outdone about? Okay, they both sat there and told you. Okay, you know the nights that he ain't at your house, then he must be over there at her house. Okay, I just really don't understand why you just so outdone about it. Okay, talking about she took 2 Plan B pills in the last 3 weeks, and I was just like, that ain't even. Why are you telling us that? Okay, because that just makes you look stupider. You done became the side chick. Okay, we done flipped it around. All right, and Tara ain't feeling too good about it. You mad because they wearing wedding rings? Hello, they are married. Okay, this is what married people do. Okay, even though this shit is real unconventional between the 3 of y'all, but yeah, I'm sorry, I can't really get too mad at him about wearing a wedding ring with his wife. So Tara goes down to where Peter Panky is playing basketball and she tells him off and how you supposed to be telling me that we gonna work it out and you gonna get a divorce and but you still over there playing husband and wife with Amina. And I was just like, yeah, Peter Panky is quite wrong. We already established that, but girl, if you don't get yourself together and figure out that he playing you and Amina, it took all this time for you to realize that? Girl. So, she wants to get them all together so she can figure out, they can compare notes and see who's telling the truth and who's lying. Okay, Peter don't want to do that. He don't want to show his hand, but you know what? He might not have a choice. Even with Peter trying to do all that he can to keep these two in his life, I honestly, for the life of me, do not know what his plan is. But the nigga is crazy, y'all. Tara walks off, she sachets off and she tells him that she's changing the locks. He was like, well, I'll climb through a window. And I was like, please, that place ain't got no fucking windows. Alright, you guys, that's it. I am so tired. I'm fixing to go back to my desk and just relax for the next 4 hours. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright? Alright. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.